The Tantrum for the Toy. One day, Percy was taking another train with 3 orange coaches, which were the regular coaches he usually took. When he arrived at Marin, there was a small gift shop, and he heard a little girl finishing a conversation with her father. "But, Daddy, I want it." "I'm afraid you can't have anything you want." "But, Daddy, this is the end of the discussion." "No." "But I want it!" And soon when they got on the train, she kept screaming and throwing a fit. "My goodness, that is a bad case of the tantrum," said Percy. And it just got even worse. As they were going down the line, suddenly the emergency brake came on. "Goodness me," said Percy. He applied his brakes, and I guess you could say the guard went to see what was wrong. "My little girl has stolen a toy from the gift shop at Marin." He held it out. There was a small Percy. "That doesn't look like a thing like me. It's not even half detailed." And it was not half detailed. It was a small, simple toy with no stripes even. The face was small and cute, and it looked, if Percy was completely painted black with no details, it would have matched that representation perfectly. And sitting next to it was a cargo car. Percy was also carrying a cargo car behind him, and he saw it, and it was wooden. That thing was plastic with a load on it. That doesn't even look like a cargo car. And he looked at the title, Percy and the Cargo Car Set. It's not even a thing anymore, is it? Oh no, these are all retired items. The real items are at a specialty store at Elsbridge. "Oh," said Percy. When they had to go back to the station, they phoned ahead and told about the delay, and everyone understood. So then after that, the girl was talked to strictly by the father, and the father was talked to strictly by the directors. Anyway, when Percy was heading back to the shed, he told everyone about the little girl having a tantrum. "No, Pa, it's just nonsense," said Gordon. But when Gordon was taking the express the next day, a little boy was wanting a toy. "Daddy, I want the retired 1998 express coaches." "I don't even think that's a thing. You just want the express coaches." "Yes, they're only $5 each, please." "No, we've already spent too much money on your big dinosaur set. I want the express coaches." Gordon looked at his express coaches. They're maybe way too big for him to have. But when he saw that they went into the store and the father came reluctantly out, the boy was holding a 2-pack. It had the express coaches. Gordon looked at them in surprise. "That isn't accurate at all." "What?" said the boy. "Those stripes are red. Mine are green." "Daddy, don't return this right now. It's useless." "You have got to be kidding me, right? Get what you get and don't throw a fit. You can just paint it green. There's no such thing as a green-lined express coach." "Well, there should be," said Gordon. "If you ask me, this world's coming to a living hell, I guess." And Gordon puffed away when the express was finally flagged through. More engines began to see more children crying, and they heard more advertisement for toys on the radio. They had never really listened into conversations that much, and they realized this must have been happening a lot. Anyway, as more tantrums came and more things were stolen and more things were bought, the engines began to criticize the toys and the kid itself, how selfish it was. But how much they did, nothing would work. It was finally then that they were given a radio. The radio was placed in front of their shed, and they were able to talk through some phones because their drivers held them up. "This is not fair to the entire world," said Gordon. "I mean, the express coaches are green, but those ones are red." "Gordon, get to the important part," said James. "Right. Many children are getting spoiled because they have been wanting everything they can get their grubby little hands off. You need to be more stricter, and if that's not working, Someone needs to ban these toys. Well, not ban, just children need to learn the importance of waiting or earning money themselves to buy their own things. They need to learn the importance of family. I mean, look at me. I'm a big express engine. No one could ever buy me until they're a grown up. That's a thought, said a little boy listening to a radio. But anyway, you still can't buy me even when you're a grown-up. You have to do a lot of paperwork and contracts. Daddy, what's a contract? It's kind of like a lease. You know, like this apartment is. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to pay the lease payment for the past 2 years. Anyway, as Gordon talked and the other engines talked as well, children began to be seen less throwing tantrums. They were bought toys regularly in a few weeks, and finally the engines could have peace and now know that the tantrums were all ending on Sodor. There may still be a few more tantrums, but it will all be less than ever.